pleasant good evening to each and everyone in Guyana and out of Guyana, Guyanese. My brothers and sisters, please subscribe to my channel and press the bell so you could get our latest video. Today, I was sitting down thinking about a lot of things, and many things came to mind. And I wonder which one must I touch first. I see my last video and a few others concerning my critics, and yes, if you believe in certain things, criticism sometimes bring you back online. Not all people would accept criticism to be on the right side. But I am not responsible for my critics' intelligence, since knowing they may not have known much, because we all learn every day from each other, or maybe some get it from school. So I will not challenge those who criticize me. For example, Mr. Muhammad stated that what am I talking according to him is wrong, because the Bok people he called the Amerindian, the Bok people came with Christopher Columbus. Well, I want to enlighten you, brother. Christopher Columbus did not discover Guyana. He discovered the Caribbean, a part of Florida, and also the Dominican Republic, which well known in the 1492 Caribbean books by the name of Hispaniola, which after 20 years or 15 years in the making, the French also landed there and divided the little island that you have, Haiti and Dominican Republic. Christopher Columbus, the ship, the Pinto or the Niner was damaged, and he repaired and he went back. And he ended up in Florida and Cuba, and then he went back to Spain or Portugal. But that's a different story. So for my learned brother, the man who discovered Guyana, Venezuela, is a man by the name of Juan Martin, who spoke about the El Dorado city, the city of gold, the street of gold. So go back in your West Indian reader, you might find that little passage there to enlighten you. So don't blame me for your intelligence, but thank you for putting me on track, so I realize at least you're willing to learn. Thanks again. And I want to make it clear. As I think of what you said, Mr. Muhammad, and others, it brings me to realize one thing. The whole Caribbean, with Brazil, where the African descendant was put on after coming through the Pacific, end up in the Fiji Island and cross over and were diagnosed to the respectful place from those who bought them as slaves. But slave sounds very cruel. But I asked, it was the beginning of time when Abraham, according to them and the Bible, it was our grandfather, he fucked his slave and lied that his beloved wife Sarah told him, since she cannot get him a child, he must fuck the woman. You can put it how you want, because fuck is not a bad word or a bad vocabulary. Since knowing you speak English and you seem to be educated, go back into the Collins Dictionary and you would see a cylinder fox. That's how it is. The cylinder fox. And that is how you have to understand it. Which means, in broad daylight, we wanted to correct each other. Fuck is not a word or a curse. And yes, I am a priest. I didn't rape the nun, fuck the women, them, I have sex with them, or you say love making. You know, we find many words. In Hindi, we say mahobat. In Greek, we call it a different thing. In Spanish, we call it something else. And therefore, in African language, we call it something else. In Chinese, we call it. But in English, we call it so many things. Sex, love, and fuck. So, my friend, let's go and make up. But fuck is not a curse. All right? A man named Fuck, by Parliament Building in Georgetown, Guyana on Broad Street, as you leave the market coming towards Water Street to go wrong by Broad Street, on your left-hand side, there was a Chinese supermarket named Chin Yat Fo. I win a case against Norma Jackman in the Supreme Court like that. Okay? And when we use the word Connie, it sounds like it's a woman body parts. But if you see the movie Goldfinger, the woman was pussy galore, and then see how it song, or maybe said pussy, we think of a woman's spare parts. No, it's a four-legged animal. But people also have some funny name, some name asshole. And the only thing I would not say some name stupid, and I don't want to associate you, Mr. Muhammad, to be that one. I would name you. That would be a bad name for the word stupid, especially if a man walking wrong, acting that way. So once again, I must thank you for your criticism. Well, let me deal with the Indian race because it seems like you're going to the Indian part more. Y'all are the most ungrateful people in the face of this earth. Don't matter what you do for an Indian, you do not remember kindness. And since Guyana is a story between the Indian and the blacks, if you have 10 black people, 9 will be faithful and remember what you have done. But if you have 10 Indian, all of you will turn back and attack the person who helped you. I can prove it in my own family, my friends, as I will give you a story. Ask Mansour, who was walking with him at his side in the UF. Ask him. Ask Max Mohammed, Gangadin, Vishnu Bandhu, that I give a brand new car to paint his logo. He put a cow head, like I was living in India, not realizing the nation was in danger. Think of it. What did y'all give to me? Insult, humiliation, try to embarrass me. And then y'all are the biggest liar and spiteful, wicked, treacherous people. But then again, you still have decent one amongst you who don't want to associate with you. In your own family, you don't like your mother-in-law don't like you. Your daughter, your wife don't like your mother. And you fight for property. Y'all love the Obia man, the voodoo man. Y'all try everything nasty to destroy each other. And I may have your blood in me, and I'm afraid of what I see and what I hear. Y'all are ungrateful. Could tell it to you, I got it in my family. I got it in neighbors. Y'all like to fight for land. Property would don't belong to you. Y'all would try to lie on people. While on the black race, it's a different quality of human being. If you study the Bible, Judas was an Indian Judah. Follow the trace of the money and how he killed himself. Could he love money? When y'all get mad, y'all hang yourself. Now y'all drinking poison. Okay? The black race like to attack and chop up with cutlass and things. Beat with wood and so. Very rare they will hang themselves unless they're mentally ill. I can tell you about every race, okay? Because I study the animal in the jungle and I study the human race. Alright? Chinese don't talk much, but they see no evil, hear none, speak none. But you Indian, wake up for God's sake. If God take a few of you in heaven and y'all could find a way to throw him out, believe it or not, he will come out of heaven so fucking fast. The devil and his angel will fall so fast. Y'all might think I'm insulting, I'm telling you the truth. If you're a Hindu, the Mahabharata war was family fighting family for wealth. And to prove my facts is true, India was one of the biggest continents by itself as an island. Think of it. Divided from two brothers, one is Hindi and one is Muslim. That's why Muhammad Rafi make the song, Hindu, Muslim, Sab Sapakapna, Sapna Hina Salam. We are all brothers in peace. But you Hindus and Muslims, Indian descendants, fight each other to divide Mother India when Gandhi warned you. Jinnah and Nehru. Then after you get Pakistan, they divide to Bangladesh. And then you go to others, Sri Lanka and others. Indian, you love to fight and divide. You love to fight for what's not yours. A lot of you are good, don't get me wrong. There are some very great people in your people. Philosophers, teachers, but they keep far from the garbage. And that created because of your caste system. Think of it. The lighter skin don't want to mix with the darker skin. The educated don't want to mix with the uneducated. You all humiliate each other. And you all are the biggest whoremongers and drunkards and prostitutes in the entire world. I've been around to 87 countries. I see you all from Arabia to Egypt, from Saudi Arabia to elsewhere. So I'm urging all of you through the name of God Almighty, wake up. You, the young generation, the future is yours, but depends upon how you play. Look in Guyana. You cannot speak Hindi, but your movies Indians You song and you're singing it and dancing it and you don't even know the meaning of it. How illiterate more can you be? If Guyana have to be developed, then you all must speak with one voice. Did not the Chinese came with the Chinese language but speak English? Did they play the Chinese song to humiliate and embarrass themselves in a country that they were born and grow? Did not the African descendant came from Africa, Ghana, with 3 different languages, Gua and Twi, and the others? But they speak English. Wake up for God's sake and stop listening to these corrupt preachers, politicians. And by the way, Mr. Muhammad, fuck is not a curse, okay? A piston fucks a cylinder, English language, all right? A curse is if I wish you bad, all right? And by the way, when I tell you about Judas, check it out. Even Peter was an Indian, and you could check it with the behavior of Indian. 10 Indians will stand up there and see something. And when the police come and ask, they say, let me see, and they see. But they're here, and they were there. So think of it. Only the difference with the black people, they're quick to get themselves in confrontation. And that came about, like how you came from caste system, they came from tribal affair. So they're quick with that attitude. But when they learn and understand the truth, they will go against their own God if you tell them to fight. Trust me. And some of you condemn me. How could he throw a cup of hot tea in his mother's face? Then must I allow my mother to embarrass another person's mothers and grandmother? Well, I tell you, Guyana need a leader who's prepared to hand their mother and father. I don't want to be that one. For justice. And I shot my brother. I didn't kill him. And you all say, shouldn't do it. Why? Allow my brother to run me with a knife? You see the movie called Taras Bulba? Where the father told his son, I love you, but I give you life, and he shot him in the face on the battleground. So when you Indian talk of justice, that means you will never touch your mother even if she commit a crime against somebody else. Or you wouldn't hurt your brother if they commit a crime against somebody else, but you will poison them for the property. You will chop and kill and go to the Obia man to send them mad. How illiterate are y'all? Wake up for God's sake, man. If y'all want to make this world a better place, wake up. Y'all don't like to pay money y'all want for yourself but not for others. My experience with a lot of Indians. One named Richie, they own Soca Paradise in Queens. 1990, when Mansour was here campaigning for the UF, I went to meet them there. And he see me coming in, I never drink. He said, Karaya, you come late. I got 50 cents. I don't want his money, but I take his 50 cents. I have it in a plastic, 2 25-cent piece, to give it back to him. That's how so fucking insulting you Indians are. You hear? And some by Guyana store, ask them how they get it. You Indians, I don't know how to socialize and put y'all forward. You may hate me for the truth. Jesus was crucified for calling the preachers them a hypocrite. And Muhammad had to run for his life saved by an insect, a spider, because he tell them the same thing, how they're corrupt. But again in India, in the Mahabharata war, I was fighting one another for property, for richness. So what do you expect from you? But that is not India. Guyana is an Amerindian country. And they are the first people of the mainland of South America, North America. And therefore, a black relative of mine told me, I condemning the people for what they do to the black man and the black woman. What America do to the Indian, and he living in America and trying to fucking millionaire. He should give it up. Well, now I will curse him. May the Lord curse him, and he cripple and play with the filth that cometh from his ass. That's a curse, Mr. Muhammad. Not fuck, not cunt. Okay? That's language. So therefore, please educate yourself. And Mr. Ali is doing good. We can keep him there, but we want justice. If a judge commit a crime, a magistrate, a police, I want a guillotine. I will end it there for today. But all men want justice, for God is the highest judge. Have a good day.